Beloved little one, the news I'm going to share with you is so stunning that I know you won't believe it. It pertains to a person who betrayed you in the past, the one who abandoned you for another lady. Yeah, I'm talking about that person who shattered your heart and left you in a state of terrible confusion and grief. You might have thought he would fade from memory or that the past is better left in the past, but today I have some shocking news to share with you. That person is now experiencing profound sadness, so much worse than the pain he caused you, and extreme fear, so great that it controls his every thought. You may ask what on earth could be frightening him so much? What on earth possibly be so horrifying that it would inflict such intense pain on him? Tell you what, my darling, he saw it with his own eyes, and the sight of it rocked him to his core. He is frightened by things he never imagined happening at night involving the lady he left you for, the one he picked over you. This may seem unbelievable at this very moment, but bear with me. Truthfully, the woman he betrayed you for has transformed into something much darker, terrifying him more than he would admit. What's worse is that he can't even look at himself in the mirror without seeing his own shortcomings. He knows he made a poor decision and is slowly but surely beginning to comprehend the extent to which he has wounded you. Things get even more excruciating from here. His first reaction upon seeing the disturbing actions of this lady was to level unwarranted and vicious accusations. My darling kid, is his deed known to you? I know this must leave you feeling speechless, confused, and maybe even angry. How could he do this to me? You might be wondering what this woman is doing that has him so scared, and why he is blaming me for everything. My dear, he blamed you, yes. He pointed the finger at you, accusing you of being responsible for everything that's happening. Can you believe that after everything he did to you and leaving you for this woman, he now finds it in himself to accuse you of being the cause of her strange, disturbing behavior? You need solutions to these questions that are whirling around in your head right now. My darling, the reality is that he is being consumed by the terror that has engulfed him. On a deeper level, he is aware that leaving you is a mistake. Instead of accepting responsibility for his acts and the harm they caused, he is attempting to pin the blame on you. Desperate to find someone to blame, he has picked you out of all the possible suspects. Why? Reason being, he is unable to accept responsibility for his actions. He uses this finger pointing to avoid taking responsibility for his own actions. He prefers to blame you instead of taking responsibility of his actions. But I want you to know that this is not your fault, my darling. He is lashing out because of his fear, guilt, and shame, and you are the one he has chosen to attack. I know you want to know what's going on. You're probably wondering what she did to make him so afraid. And the biggest question of all, why is he bringing my name into it? Why is he blaming you for something that doesn't even involve you? You deserve to know the truth, and I will tell you the truth soon. But for now, let me tell you that this situation is incredibly unfair. You've already been through a lot because of this betrayal. You felt rejection, pain, and struggled to heal from the hurt. And just when you thought you might be able to move on, here you are. The choices he makes and the choices this lady makes are all hers. You are not strong enough to bear the burden of his dread. You haven't done anything wrong. He's just trying to pass the buck rather than face up to his own shortcomings. So he's pointing the finger at you. This lady has to be discussed now. How is it that she has instilled such terror in him? How could her deeds have jolted him to his core? Does she really pose the same level of danger or terror that he describes? I assure you, I will address these questions. However, before I do, I want you to take a moment to reflect on the situation. He abandoned you for this woman, and now he is attempting to shift the blame onto you. Why is he so eager to accuse you without examining the possibility that he could be mistaken? It's unfair that you're caught in the middle of his guilt and confusion, but he hasn't paused to consider the full truth. He has acted out of fear and has accused you. But he hasn't considered what this woman's actions might mean or how they might be influencing him. What if he's mistaken? What if he's seeing things that aren't there or things he doesn't fully understand? My sweet little one, are you prepared to confront reality? Would you be willing to face the truth about what he saw, her actions, and the reason your name is being brought up in all of this? I will tell you the truth in a methodical way because you deserve to know the whole truth. If we are together, we can find out what's going on and then proceed with the courage and understanding that you need. My darling, hold on until you face the reality, and then you will know what you're up against. These unfounded allegations will no longer perplex, irritate, or distress you. The truth will be revealed to you, and that truth will lead you to a sanctuary of tranquility and restoration. Give this video a thumbs up and hit the 111 button if you're prepared to accept reality and go on. A path to recovery commences. I have a message of hope, truth, and liberation to share with you, my dear child. It will lead you to the blessings that have been waiting for you, even though you don't fully understand it right now. I promise you that this message will help you rise above any storm you face, even if you can't see it. Are you ready to hear it? Here's something that will hit you hard. But it's important for you to know there's a person in your past who betrayed you and left you for another lady. The individual in question, she has been behaving in ways that are entirely inconsistent with her nature and make no sense, according to the one who caused you so much pain and confusion. You wouldn't believe what he has witnessed. He has seen her in her nighttime behavior changing to the point that he no longer recognizes her. It's as if someone or something has possessed her, and her entire essence no longer belongs to her. This is going to sound weird, but listen up. This individual saw a male who abandoned you for another woman, and it's completely out of the ordinary. He thought he had found the one, but this lady has completely lost control of herself. She has started acting, speaking, and carrying herself in ways that even he finds disturbing. She seems completely transformed, as if she has been engulfed by an enigmatic force that has robbed her of her former personality and transformed her into a kid. It is not the appropriate moment or location to divulge all the specifics, but I believe you understand what I am trying to convey. What I'm going to say is already known to your soul and heart. You could feel the unease. You knew something was up with her. The pessimism, despite your best efforts to ignore it, you've always had a sneaking suspicion that things aren't what they seem to be. What will shock you more than anything and open your eyes is this person, who once abandoned you, is now blaming you for everything that's happening, despite all he's seen and the fact that she has obviously lost herself. Yes, you heard correctly. He is accusing you of being responsible for her behavior, the chaos, and the darkness he has witnessed. It's hard to believe that this person, who professed to love you, would accuse you of something sinister, like leaving her for another person. He is blaming you, the one left behind, for their unhappiness and the way she has changed, even though you had no role in it. It's pitiful, and he should just face the truth instead of trying to make you feel guilty. This is not about you. It's about him and his blind spot to reality. Truthfully, my dear, this man has always been this way, a blame shifter who shies away from taking responsibility, and an evader of his own shortcomings. That's why the Divine Lord had to step in and separate you from him. You deserve to be with someone who sees you for who you really are, someone who values you and never abandons you, someone who will stand by your side instead of pointing fingers when things go wrong. Now, let me get this straight, my dear. These accusations are very important. The things being said against you are more than simply emotionally taxing. They are physically hurtful as well. Heartbreaking. These malicious accusations, falsehoods, and words are preventing you from experiencing the richness and pleasure that are rightfully yours. You might think of them as shackles that bind you to your past and prevent you from embracing the wonderful future that lies ahead. These falsehoods will not be able to stop you. You must not let these untruths dictate your course of action or your fate. I can feel the pain. You need to break free of these words, even if it seems unfair. You have been unfairly burdened with blame and shame. Now is the moment to release yourself. That's why I'm beckoning you right this second, my darling, to join me in a prayer, an ancient prayer with the ability to shatter every guilt. This prayer will put an end to any false charges, dispel the evil that surrounds you, and pave the way for your blessings to come your way in an abundance of joy and wealth. Will you accept your blessings once again? Are you prepared to emerge from the shadows and into the light? Please come and join me in this prayer right now. Let us banish the shadows and seize the heavenly delight and plenty that are yours by right. Then hit that like button, and yes, if you are participating in this sacred prayer with me today, really repeat after me. Heavenly Father, listen to my request. Calm the tongues that curse me. Let their slanderous remarks crumble to the floor, where righteousness and tranquility reside only. I pray that any and all accusations leveled against me eventually die out. I will no longer allow games to obstruct my vision. Instead, I will follow the divinely illuminated road to riches. Put an end to the fighting, shut the lips, and lead me in the direction I see, so that I may be strong and stable again, free from weakness, for I know that my future is in your hands, and that from there will come blessings and hope. In the name of your holy name, release me from the bonds of guilt and deceit, and guide me to a life of plenty. May it be so. Click the Amen button if you enjoy this video. Take possession of this prayer. Allow the holy energy to stream through you. May the power of this prayer liberate you from all limitations and open doors to abundant blessings and success.